In campaign 2020, presidential hopeful Elizabeth Warren is gaining ground here in the Silver State.
Suffolk University USA Today poll released this morning shows that she's closing the gap between her and former Vice President Joe Biden. Landon Miller is here in the studio with us and with those numbers too. So Landon, it looks like we're talking less than 5 percentage points here.
That's right, Ryan, because we're talking 4 percentage points. I want to show you those numbers if we can. So here's Joe Biden right here with 23% of the Democratic caucus goers are for Biden. We'll go over to Elizabeth Warren, that's at 19%. And then finally, Bernie Sanders is sitting at 14%. Now, the rest of the pack polls around 4% or so. But what do these numbers really mean? Today, I asked a local political scientist for some context.
Joe Biden leads Nevada in the new Suffolk University USA Today poll, but that does not necessarily mean it's good news.
Actually being the front runner is usually a curse. It never has the front runner at this stage actually won the nomination.
The poll shows Elizabeth Warren is closing in on the former vice president, down by only 4 points.
Elizabeth Warren is running a more traditional campaign, a very well-financed campaign, a very well-managed campaign.
And Locken believes Bernie Sanders' campaign is losing some steam.
Nevada seems to be in step with what has been happening to Bernie Sanders' campaign, which is this time around it's not catching the fire that it did in 2016.
Yet Sanders is still placing an emphasis here. He's been in northern Nevada the most, twice this year. The most recent was this visit on September 13th. Elizabeth Warren was last in northern Nevada in early July. The former vice president has not paid northern Nevada a visit since announcing his candidacy.
This is the first voice of the West.
Nevada's Democratic caucus is on February 22nd, and because Nevada is the third in the nation, Locken says it makes sense that a big poll like Suffolk is looking at our state.
It's doing Nevada. Nevada historically does not get a lot of polling.
There are over 100 presidential polls, and Locken says this one has a good record.
Suffolk is clearly one of the top tier pollsters. The methodology has proven to be pretty accurate over time.
By the way, if you want to see the specifics of the poll, I posted the PDF to the online version of this story at ktvn.com and our 2 News app. And again, this poll only focused on likely Democratic caucus goers in Nevada. And you will see few, if any, Republican polling this cycle. Obviously, that's because Republican President Donald Trump is already the incumbent. Covering campaign 2020, live in the studio, Landon Miller, 2 News.